Welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is the Mayastar Podcast. I teach energy healing courses online through Mayastar Academy, share spiritual guidance and mystical musings on the Maya Muses blog, and provide healing, ritual, and spellcasting services as a starseeded shaman and professional witch. And today is episode 51 in the Mayastar Unscripted series. Today we're going to be discussing manifesting and harnessing the power of the celestial tides to enhance your manifesting practice using techniques like energy healing. And at the end of this episode, I'll be drawing from the Lemurian Star Child Oracle for our Starseed Guidance segment, where I'll present some ideas for reflection and meditation. You can view the card for this episode's oracle on the Mayastar Podcast YouTube channel by going to the channel homepage and then to the Community Posts tab. Find out about the different ways you can work with me and discover my energy healing and spiritual development courses by visiting my website at mayastar.net. You can also join the Mayastar mailing list to stay up to date with the latest special offers. As usual, I come armed with notes, but without a script, so we'll be meandering around these topics and pursuing the scenic route to enlightenment. If this sounds interesting to you, stick around and while away some time with me as we explore these things together. So sit back, relax your shoulders, take a sip of chamomile tea, exhale deeply, and let's explore. So this week, I've been very much connected with the lunar tides. It was the pink moon portal, which is the name of the full moon. At this time of year, the April full moon corresponds with a period when everything is blossoming and blooming, so the pink colour refers to that. But it also indicates a time of year that everything is growing, everything is coming back to life, almost like we're just getting into the tail end of spring and the beginning of summer. Things are shifting. It's one of the times of the year where I really get a sense of the energy building up and a feeling that anything might be possible. It's a time of real creativity if you want to tap into those natural tides. And the Beltane Festival is coming up at the end of the month. Well, it will already have passed by the time you hear this episode. But the time of recording, that's where we're heading. And that's the perfect time, I think, for really getting your focus back onto your manifesting goals. And think about how you might use the natural tides, the phases of the moon, or the cycles of the sun to inspire you in your manifesting practice. And this episode is based on an article, a blog update that I recently posted on the Maya Muses blog. So if you're interested in the more structured format, where everything is set out in a bit more of an organised fashion, then do check that out after we finish here. But I like to record an unscripted podcast based on the things I've just written about, because sometimes new things come through and a lot of people prefer this more rambling format. So let's begin by thinking about that pink moon energy and the things that the full moon represents. The full moon is about expansion, creation, fertility, and not only in the sense of human fertility, although obviously there is a parallel there, because when women are in their fertile years, they go through a monthly cycle. And so the moon often represents feminine spirituality and feminine cycles. But the full moon phase is associated with all kinds of fertility. So you might prefer to use the word promise or potential rather than fertility, but it's a time when the energies are much increased. There's a lot of possibility if you want to channel and tap into those frequencies, bringing through and bringing to birth new ideas, new versions of yourself, new paradigms, and new possibilities in your life. Also, the period between the spring equinox and the Beltane ritual, which happens on the 30th of April, is considered a time of amplified light energies. It's a time when traditionally the wild hunt has receded and the darker energies, the balance, we're not in a state of perfect balance. We're in a state of extra growth, extra energy, extra potential and creativity. And when you align with the possibilities, that fertile, creative potential within your own energy field, when you're allowing yourself to connect with those frequencies in nature so that you really experience the resonance of those frequencies in your energy field, you're bringing in more possibilities for yourself, sort of creating a magnetic aura that helps you to draw in the things that you're attracted to, the things that you want to see in your life. And at this time of the year, things can grow quickly. Changes can manifest with less resistance, and everything is moving in a progressive direction. So at this time of year, I'll be doing more spell work for clients and for myself, tapping into those frequencies and harnessing the power of the natural spokes of the wheel of the year for a time where the veil is thinner, but in a different way to when we're using it for connecting with different spirits, different elementals and light beings for spirit communication, for example. But having that access to those higher planes at this period of time allows us to sow the seeds of our intentions. So it's a powerful time for magic associated with growth and prosperity, healing, love, and any kind of manifesting. And some of the rituals I work with more often at this time of year would be the Brisingamen intensive, which connects with the goddess Freya and works towards success, abundance, prosperity, but can be focused on healing and developing more courage and confidence. The blessings intensive which helps you to align with positive opportunities and attract good luck into your life. So it's another option where we're increasing growth, we're opening up to new possibilities. And the Luring Moon Abundance Alignment 30-day Ritual Intensive, which is one of the lunar rituals that I perform every month for clients, along with the Killing Moon Karmic Reversal 30-day Ritual Intensive, which works to resolve and dissolve negative karmic bonds, to clear away all the things that are holding you back and the attachments that are siphoning energy away from your energy field and your life. And the Bringing Moon Soul Retrieval 30-day Ritual Intensive, which works to draw back your power from places that you've lost it due to trauma, negative experiences, or relationships with toxic people. So that's more of a healing energy. The Bringing Moon Intensive is performed every new moon. The Killing Moon Ritual Intensive is performed every dark moon. And the Luring Moon Ritual Intensive, which is the one that relates to this time of year most strongly, the Luring Moon is performed every full moon. So the full pink moon portal that we've just been through at the time of recording made for a very intense ritual. The opening ceremony for these rituals is quite an extended process. It usually takes a couple of hours, depending how many clients I have participating in that month's cycle. But at this time of year, you can really feel the difference in the energy. And when it is that much more intense, the changes that the magic is able to manifest tend to have a much bigger sphere of influence, and changes tend to manifest much faster at this time of year with a lot less resistance. And these spells are very powerful anyway, because it involves repeating a particular spell every day over a 30-day period. So just the sheer amount of time and energy that goes into these rituals, it's beyond anything that I could achieve with a simple spell for a client. It's a much more intensive process, hence the name Ritual Intensive. And it also means the magic can build upon the changes initiated by the earlier working. So it's kind of a cumulative effect over the period of a month. And in those rituals, I'm performing the ritual, and the client doesn't have to participate at all for the workings to be effective. But some clients do want to get involved. They do want to connect with those energies, and they do want to acknowledge the magic that's in the offing. So a good way to do that is to set aside 15 to 30 minutes each day, and you can keep it kind of simple. You could just relax, go to bed early and relax, and focus your intention on being open to positive changes, to new opportunities and growth before you go to sleep. And by doing that, you're kind of programming your unconscious mind. You're giving it a message, and then when you fall asleep, you can imagine you're carrying that message to your unconscious mind. And on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level, you're aligning yourself with new possibilities. And by doing that, you're participating in the magic in a way that allows it to manifest more quickly. And the same would go for your own manifesting practice. Even if you're not part of one of my rituals, if you're working on manifesting something specific in your life and you're working with perhaps a vision board or a gratitude journal or some other practice, you can really hasten the effects by taking that extra time when you go to bed at night to align consciously with the opportunities for growth. Because we all have some unconscious resistance to change. Even if it's changes for the better, people naturally resist change because change is uncomfortable. It's not possible for things to change without you leaving something behind. And even if you're leaving something behind that's not optimal, the anxiety, just dealing with the unknown and wondering how things are going to fall into place, it can make you very uncomfortable energetically. Even if you're not winding yourself up mentally and emotionally, on an energetic level, there'll be some level of resistance. And by focusing consciously on being open to change, you can reduce that or even eliminate it. Just resolve some of those blocks so that things can progress more smoothly and you can stay open to the blessings that the universe intends for you. And another way of smoothing that path and amplifying the effects of any manifesting work you've been doing, whether you're using something like gratitude journaling, which is essentially just writing a few lines every morning or evening, expressing the things that you're grateful for that have happened in that day, or if you're using meditation or declamations, affirmations, using vision boards or creating sacred art that helps you to focus your intentions on the things that you want to achieve, whatever it is, you can really amplify those sessions by tapping into some kind of energy healing practice. And there are a lot of energy healing systems that are suitable for this kind of connection, but one of them would be a new course that's been restored to the Mayastar syllabus, the Everyday Manifesting Empowerment course, which is a gentle energy and it's a simple energy to connect with, no symbols, no special rituals, which is one of the things that makes it really useful for combining with other practices that you've already established. And it can help you to recognize and release limiting beliefs, overcome negative self-talk or self-doubt, and develop your own rituals that are magical, meaningful, and manageable so that they actually fit in with your daily routine to help you maintain an optimistic, receptive mindset while you're manifesting. So just as with the luring moon ritual, that ritual strengthens positive energetic connections and draws opportunities, draws good luck, draws healing and abundance, prosperity and success in quite a general way, although as a spell it can be focused on specific goals. So your own manifesting practices can be focused on drawing in general positive influences, drawing in good luck, drawing in healing, drawing in a sense of contentment and peace in your life. And by working with an energy healing system, you're also helping to align your conscious mind with your goals. You're bringing your attention back to what you want to achieve, the things that you want to see each day, and aligning your energy with those things. So it just smooths the path. It makes subtle adjustments to your aura that makes it easier for those blessings of the universe to find you and become integrated into your life and into your reality. So if you're interested in any of the Mayastar courses for abundance and prosperity, the abundance and prosperity course menu is linked on every page. The course category menus can be found at the top of each page. But some of the options that I would recommend for this development of personal manifesting rituals are the everyday manifesting empowerment, good fortune and prosperity Reiki, the abundance affinity attunement, which is one of the ones that I channeled through the goddess Kuan Yin, and that one is a bit more structured, but it includes practical tools and affirmations that you can really bring to your personal rituals, develop a much more integrated practice. There's the Diamond of Prosperity. That's a great law of attraction connector. And the Manifestation Guidance program, which is a more comprehensive option with 12 attunements that guide you step by step through aligning with the energies and manifesting your goals. It's a great one if you've not done any manifesting work and you really need to learn the basics as well, because it covers a lot of different aspects of the manifesting process. So as you align with these energies, perhaps you can appreciate the ways that your practice can benefit by taking inspiration from the natural tides. And as we're moving into summer and the seasons are changing and the things that you're seeing around you, the blooming flowers and the trees finally taking shape after a very long winter, and all of those things that can make you feel uplifted, you can draw inspiration from those to inform your practice. So even if you're not doing anything too elaborate and just spending a little bit of time in nature, appreciating this cycle of growth, feeling the energy of the season rising and realizing that your energy is rising alongside it, can help you to really tap into those currents and add some power to your practice. And as I say, if you'd like a deeper dive into manifesting and harnessing the celestial tides to empower your practice, head over to the Maya Muses blog and check out the recent articles, because there'll be one on there based on the things that we've talked about today. And now we come to our Starseed Guidance segment, where we seek some spiritual inspiration for the week, drawn from the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, which I use to connect with my Lemurian guides for ideas we can reflect on and inspiration we can use to inspire our spiritual practice over the coming days. And today's card is titled Divine Blueprint, and it shows a light body with the impression of coding or patterns of energy depicted in two intersecting circles. And there's a pillar of light that travels through the body, through the central chakras, giving a sense of alignment and light body activation. The main colours on this card are purple, lilac and blue. So it's giving a sense of the high frequency energies associated with the higher chakras, clarity and communication. But let's have a look and see what the guidebook says about this card. Hey, Divine Blueprint. Source Self-Embodiment. Inspiration. You are ready. Source Self-Inspired. Creator's Plan. Beyond Akashic Records. The Divine Blueprint is Creator's plan for heaven on earth, which transcends old paradigm lessons of suffering, shame, guilt and obligation. My path is an aspect of this plan, and each step of it manifests in the present moment. Have you been waiting for your life to take off or for a divine opportunity? By accessing your divine blueprint, you can speed up the unfoldment of your life purpose so that you no longer have to wait. Perhaps you have waited for the right partner, waited for your karma to work out, waited because you weren't ready to jump. This card is a message that you are ready to jump, head over heels, to dive into the fullness of life. What kept you waiting? Was it the man-made mind stuff? You had to go through that to grow up. Now you are wiser and you are ready to go. Has your mind been overshadowing your divine blueprint, making it hard to see and to read? If you believe the mind, you will not see the divine blueprint. You will see beliefs, judgment and drama. You will also see blame, shame and guilt. You need to remove that to see the divine blueprint. Removing what you no longer need is very simple. You see that you are ready to jump. All of the mind stuff is only there as long as you're waiting, as long as you think you are not ready for your divinity. You were entertaining yourself with some toys in the waiting room, but now you are ready for your appointment with God. This is a very interesting card, isn't it? And it's bringing to mind the Wheel of Light starseed activation, divine DNA blueprint. That's one of the ones that was channeled through the Lemurian mother goddess Amara. The series of Wheel of Light starseed activations are all through the goddess Amara. But yeah, it brings to mind that particular attunement because that aligns you with your original energetic blueprint, which can really help you to manifest your spiritual gifts if you're trying to develop your intuition and awaken to higher consciousness. That's a great option to work with. There's also an affirmation given for this card that you might want to use to meditate on today or use as part of your spiritual practice. It says, I am ready to live and I am alive with my divine purpose. So if you feel that you want to strengthen your connection with your inner divinity, this would be a great card to meditate on. And as I said before, I'll be sharing it on the Mayastar Podcast YouTube channel. So to access that, just go to the channel and go to the Community Posts tab, where I'll be sharing it so that it goes live at the same time this episode is released. And that brings us to the end of today's Unscripted episode. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you're leaving this episode suffused with good vibes and great ideas. You can hear more from me today by exploring previous Unscripted episodes. And remember that these episodes are pre-recorded and inspired by the comprehensive articles on my blog. So to learn more and read my latest top tips and recommendations, please visit the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. I hope to see you back here again soon, and in the meantime, I wish you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessing.